Alright, good afternoon guys, welcome back to another video. As you guys can see, I am not riding the Ninja 400. I am riding the Honda Grom. If you guys have seen my Instagram story, you guys would have known that I just purchased this week. So this is just a 2017 Honda Grom. This is just one of those little fun bikes that I just had to buy. So at the moment we're just making our way into an empty parking lot. And once I do that, I'll explain why I actually got this bike. I think last time when I was riding home, I pushed this bike to around 75, 80. I don't know, I think it kind of tops out at that speed. It doesn't get any faster than that. Yeah, because I think this is a 2017 version, so it's only the 4-speed variant. It's not the 5-speed. The 5-speeds are like all the newer Groms. They're like the 22-year onwards. And the weather doesn't look the greatest. It looks like it's still pretty dark and cloudy. I was hoping for today to be a bit more sunny, but it's been like the past 6 weeks in Sydney, it's just been terrible weather. Every single weekend that we've had is just, except last week was pretty decent, but the last like 4 or 5 weeks, last even like 2 months, the weather has just been terrible. But yeah, we're heading back to our old trusty parking lot at Orange Grove. It's always pretty empty there, so it's kind of like a good spot to kind of just talk and just practice what you kind of want to do on a bike in a safe spot. But man, I forgot like the feeling of what it felt like on this bike. Like I was describing to my friends earlier once I got the bike, like literally I'm just sitting upright on the bike and it just feels like I'm just floating on the cloud. Like I'm literally going pretty fast on the bike, but it's just I feel like a cloud just zooming across everywhere. And this bike is since it's so light, it's so swifty. It moves so well. And let's see if we can make it all the way in. I'm not sure what time they close the car park, but I think they don't close. I think they close at 5, so we will have like plenty of time. We have like an hour or so. We have about an hour or so to just kind of do whatever we want. I'm just hoping it looks like the car park's pretty full. Oh, I've never given practice in this car park. This car park's actually pretty filled up now. Last time we practiced in this car park, but that's because I think the parking on the right side earlier, it was open. But now they're kind of closed it off, so I don't know. There's kind of like the back area I can practice on, but doesn't look that great. Oh no, it's not that big anymore. Because basically, the reason why I bought this bike was I wanted to turn this bike into a stunt bike. I'm going to be practicing wheelies, practicing stoppies and everything on it. But first and foremost, the first thing I'm going to practice on this bike is the wheelie. And that's why I'm doing clutchups. And that's why I'm coming to this car park area. Because it's safe, it's closed off. I'm just hoping there's actually enough room in the back for me to kind of practice. Yeah, there is. There's this whole area. Obviously, I gotta be a bit careful of cars coming in from this left side, but I think this is enough room. This is enough room to practice. I think the whole concept basically of how you kind of do it is you kind of coast for a little bit. I'm gonna practice all in gear 1. Basically today I'm gonna get a feeling for how the bike is gonna feel when it lifts up the wheel a little bit. So what I've seen from videos, certain YouTube videos, you just have to roll the bike for a little bit, cruise it, pull in the clutch, and hold the rev a little bit, and then dump the clutch. But I don't know. Obviously, you have to be careful how much gas you give the bike. Also, starting off, you want to ingrain to your brain covering the rear brake, because that's how you bring the bike back down. If you're scared about bringing the bike up too high, you just tap that rear brake. You tap the rear brake to bring it back down. So this is gonna be kind of like the first clutch up I'm gonna do. I will see how much I can actually give it. Right, we'll kind of give it a go. Yeah, pretty nerve-wracking doing it for like the first time. Oh, that's a lot of rev. I think I need to dump the clutch a little bit more. I don't know. That was scary.
1 week later.
Look at this little man.
Whoa, whoa. Here I come. Oh, here I come. Oh.
His little wheelie. Look at this 650. No wheelie. Beep, beep. Beep, beep.
But anyways, I'll give you guys a little tour of the bike. So basically, this is a Honda Grom 2017 bike. It's it's not the OG model. It's the SF model. So I think with the new SF model, it came with like a lot more different colors. But I think overall, with the engine wise and everything, it was pretty much the same. The only difference happens later on when it's the 22 versions, because they have like the 5-speed manual. From what I've seen from the bike, it's pretty stock. The only mods that were added to it was this Pro Taper. I think it's XL10 bar. I can't remember the exact name. It's had a tail tidy done to it. It still had the stock exhaust. It's had an Öhlins rear shock absorber added to it. And I think that's... Oh, I know from the previous owner, they also told me it's had an upgraded springs inside it as well. But I'm pretty sure that's all kind of done to the bike. Obviously, because I want it to a stunt bike, the main mods that I'm gonna add to it is I'm gonna need to add a sub cage to it. I'm gonna add I don't think it's called a stunt cage. It's more called like a crash cage, just to go on the left and right of the bike. That's gonna be added to it. I'm not too sure about these bar ends. I think I'm gonna need to change these bar ends to bigger ones. But that's pretty much the kind of the build that I'm kind of aiming for on this bike. I want to fully stunt it out so they can just do whatever on it. And then obviously, if you want to have water protection on it, it doesn't kind of matter who drops it. Anyone can kind of ride this bike. It's like my friends and all that kind of stuff. If they want to jump on one, they can just jump on it. Like, they don't have to worry too much about dropping it. And this bike's like the perfect size for kind of anyone. Like the Honda Grom is basically, it's because it's so short, it's so small. Like any kind of rider can just jump on this bike and kind of have a good feel for it. Compared to like my Ninja 400 or like any taller bikes, it's like most people struggle on those bikes because they're a lot heavier and they're just a lot taller. So most people can't even ride it. But this is like the perfect bike for like a beginner. Obviously, this kind of bike, it lacks speed. The top speed for this bike is like 75 to 80 kilometers per hour. But then, yeah, it's not really built for speed. It's just a more fun bike. This is like the perfect bike to start off learning stunts and everything. Also, I think in order, because I'm going to be doing stunting and wheelies on this bike, there's going to be a slight mod that you're going to need to do for it. Some people don't really do it. Some people just do it just in case anyway. But from what I've researched and what I've seen, you have to do an oil pump modification to the inside of this. It's just basically you're swapping out the oil pump for a longer pipe, for basically of where it picks up the oil. Because you're wheeling the bike, the oil is going to drain towards the back. When it happens, it doesn't supply enough oil to the rest of like your whole engine. So you need like a modification to it so that the oil is pumped throughout the whole thing. The journey in order to kind of learn how to wheel it is going to be quite a long one. I know most people, it takes about like what? At least, well, it takes a few years, but I know within the first few months they can get the wheel up. But in order to hit their balance points and just maintain it, it's going to take a while. So we're going to have like a lot of fun with that. You guys will see along the journey and how it's going to go. I think this bike, it deserves a bit of a cinematics on this. I'll move it and then I'll do a little bit of editing magic on it. We will see. It's okay, we just did some shots for the bike, but because this weather around cities has been ass. Like, it's constantly raining and then stopping, raining and stopping, so it's kind of hard to predict what you want to do. You can't really go out. So I got some shots for the bike, and then we're just pretty much going to call it for today. We're just going to head back home. I'll also give you an update on my Ninja 400. So because this is going to be like my stunt bike and sorts, this is also probably going to be more my like daily driver now. And then my Ninja 400, I'm going to be doing track in about September or so. And then we kind of got all our gear ready. We're just kind of waiting for that day. So the Ninja 400 is pretty much going to become my track bike. I'm going to turn to the track bike, and then that bike is more for obviously hitting the speeds, hitting kind of twisties. That's what that bike is going to be kind of used for from now on. Oh shit! I lifted up quite a bit, that one. Oh god damn! That was a clean one. Damn, that was a clean little hop. But that's not bad at all. Pretty good start so far to the wheelie journey. It's pretty decent. That's kind of a bit of an update for you guys, and why I kind of got this Grom and all kind of stuff too. So we'll call it there for today. I'll try to be a bit more consistent with the YouTube videos, and then try to upload more. But if you guys want to keep more updated, I post pretty regularly on my Instagram more compared to my YouTube. So if you guys want to stay updated, follow me there, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.